Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a edition of Talking with Tom on YouTube for a Wednesday, August 26th, 2026. And we have our first check-in, Steve and Ethan Carlin from Agawam, Massachusetts, who are just waiting here to get the party started. Thank you very much, Steve. Nice to have you aboard. It's good to see you back here again. You've been away for a while, and we all miss you. So thanks for checking in tonight. It's very nice of you to take the time to do so. I called Crazy Dave in Florida, but he didn't pick up the phone. I was going to see if Crazy Dave from Florida would be checking in tonight, but I guess not. As I say, I called him about 7:30 and no answer, just voicemail. I tried back again in a couple of minutes and I got the same thing, voicemail. So he's probably out busy doing something or has other plans for this evening. So we all miss Crazy Dave from Florida checking in here to the program. That's for sure. Okay. It's just about 1 minute after 8 p.m. Eastern Time here in the United States of America as we wait for more check-ins to the Talking with Tom show on YouTube for a Wednesday evening, August 26th, 2026. And we usually get 2 overseas check-ins. And here's one of them right now, Carol. Carol from the Philippines is an overseas check-in from the Philippines. Good evening, Tom, from Carol in the Philippines. And Steve is on here also from Agawam, Massachusetts in the United States. And our other overseas check-in is Marcy from the Philippines. So we'll see if Marcy checks in tonight. And there's Rose from Waterford, Connecticut. We'll see if Rose checks in. And Larry from South Dakota, Rapid City, South Dakota. We'll see if Larry checks in. Carol from the Philippines says, have another good show tonight, Tom. Thank you very much, Carol. We'll try. Please give the show a thumbs up, which indicates that you like the program. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We picked up a couple of new subscribers, and I'd like to thank them very much for subscribing to the Thomas Coss channel on YouTube. Thank you very, very much. That's really appreciated when we get more subscribers to the program. A lot of people don't check into the show, but they watch it later on after the show is posted on YouTube. So as we wait for more check-ins here tonight, I'll give a shout out to my good friend Rockin' Ron Sedaley at funtowerradio.com, the hottest hits on the internet. FUNTOWERRADIO, funtowerradio.com, the hottest hits on the internet with Rockin' Ron Sedaley. And he does a great show on Friday. It's called the Friday Night Oldies Show. And it features music from the 50s and early 60s. So check it out on Friday night. Music from the early 60s and all of the 1950s for sure with Rock and Ron Sedali. And the really big show is on Saturday night, All Requests Saturday night. So check out All Requests Saturday night with Rock and Ron Sedali on funtowerradio.com. And you can call Fun Tower Radio at 860-540-4766. That's 860-540-4766. And it looks like Marcy is here from New Zealand. Good evening, Marcy. Thank you for checking in from New Zealand to the program here. Thank you very much. We got our 2 international check-ins that check in every week. Marcy from New Zealand and Carol from the Philippines. And Marcy said it's a cloudy Thursday afternoon here in New Zealand. Thank you very much for that report, Marcy. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Marcy, your favorite program, I got to remember that. Love Letters with Michelle Russo on funtowerradio.com. Sunday evening from 8 to 10 and Monday evening from 8 until 10. 2 big shows with Michelle Russo. Love Letters, easy listening love songs. And she's got 2 shows, one on Sunday night and one on Monday evening. So check it out. Rose is here from Waterford. And she says, good evening. Good to see everyone here on the program tonight. Nice to have you aboard, Rose. And Steve and Ethan Carlin says it's 72 degrees and clear in Agawam, Massachusetts. That's just about the same what we have here in Connecticut, in New Britain, Connecticut. Just about 72 degrees and clear. Also in New Britain, Connecticut, as well as Agawam, Massachusetts. So thank you for the report, Steve and Ethan Carlin. And we're waiting for Stephen Schwartz to check in from Pennsylvania. He's another regular check-in to the program. Rose from Waterford, Connecticut says it's 71 degrees here in Waterford with clear skies. Thank you very much, Rose, for that report from Waterford, Connecticut. And speaking of Rose from Waterford, Connecticut, she sent some information along here for me to announce on the program. Community Craft Supply Swap. You can shop for free Saturday, August 29th. Hey, that's coming up. Today's the 26th. August 29th, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Thrive 55, 102 Newtown Road, Groton, Connecticut. All are welcome to attend. Community Craft Supply Swap. August 29th, Saturday, 8 a.m. till 11 a.m. at Thrive 55, 102 Newtown Road, Groton, Connecticut. If you're in the Groton, Connecticut area, check it out. Stephen Schwartz just checked in from Pennsylvania. Hello, Stephen Schwartz. And Marcy from New Zealand says, I'm definitely looking forward to spring next week. Wow, already, huh? Spring is right around the corner, and it'll be autumn here in the United States. Italian Festival, Saturday, September 5th, 12 noon to 9 p.m. with a rain date of September 6th, Sunday, at the Howard T. Brown Park, Norwich, Connecticut. Delicious Italian food, drinks, wine, beer, live music, free and open to the public. So check it out. Italian Festival, Saturday, September 5th, 12 noon to 9 p.m., with a rain date of Sunday, September 6th. Howard T. Brown Park, Norwich, Connecticut. I'm sure it'll be a good time had by all. That's coming up pretty quick too, September 5th. The Big E is coming up, Steve. Steve and Ethan Carlin, the Big E in West Springfield, Massachusetts. That's right around the corner. I don't know if you're looking forward to that. I know it's quite a traffic jam in the Springfield, Agawam area with all the cars going to the Big E. Stephen Schwartz says it's 75 degrees and mostly cloudy in Pennsylvania. Thank you very much for the report, Stephen. We really appreciate that for sure. Here's another event coming up. Friday, August 28th and Saturday, August 29th. That's this coming weekend, I believe. It's August 26th already. This is from Debbie and Bill in Plainville, Connecticut, who have not checked in for a while, so we miss them, and we're hoping they'll check in again. Debbie and Bill from Plainville, Connecticut. The 39th Annual Plainville, Connecticut Fire Company Hot Air Balloon Festival will take place in Norton Park, South Washington Street, Plainville, Connecticut, Friday, August 28th from 5 to 9 p.m. and Saturday, August 29th, 6 to 9 p.m., featuring a car show on Saturday, August 29th. So check that out. It's free, it's open to the public, and it is really something to see and enjoy. I've seen it before, and it's really something, seeing all those hot air balloons taking off. 39th Annual Plainville Fire Company Hot Air Balloon Festival, Norton Park, South Washington Street, Plainville, Connecticut, Friday, August 28th and Saturday, August 29th, with a car show on Saturday, August 29th. So check it out. A good time will be had by all, free and open to the public. And Bill, I believe, has been a member of the Plainville Fire Company in Plainville, Connecticut for over 40 years now. I think he celebrated his 40th anniversary. So congratulations to Bill and the Plainville, Connecticut Fire Department. Stephen Ethan Carlin says, yes, the Big E can be quite the nightmare. It's only 5 minutes away from Stephen Ethan Carlin. Wow, 5 minutes away. That's close. I bet you could walk there in 10 or 15 minutes. It'll probably take you an hour to drive there in a car with the traffic jam. But the Big E is coming up, so the nightmare is on its way. Steve and Ethan Carlin in Agawam, Massachusetts. You'd probably be better off walking there than driving a car with all that traffic. You could walk there quicker, I bet, than you could get there with a car. Speaking of fairs, and Steve and Ethan Carlin says, that's why I stay away from there. Oh, yeah, because it's a traffic jam nightmare. Okay, thank you very much, Steve and Ethan Carlin. And Rose says that's mid-September, the Big E, right? I don't have the exact date on it, but it's coming up soon. Maybe Steve and Ethan Carlin have the exact date. And Marcy says, yes, sad to hear about the passing of Dolly Parton yesterday, 80 years old. She didn't look 80. She must have had a real good plastic surgeon for sure, because she did not look her age at all. She didn't look a day over 40 to me. And Rose from Waterford says, yes, absolutely sad. She was a great person. Yes, she was, Rose, that's for sure. She donated a lot of money to various charities and activities, and was very kind in her giving. She was very generous. She didn't hesitate to give. Absolutely sad for sure. What do you think about the passing of Dolly Parton? I understand they found a song that she wrote that was never released, and it's going to be planned on having it. They're planned on having that song released sometime shortly. I don't know the exact date and time, but they did find a song that she wrote that was never released. And Carol says the weather here in the Philippines is cloudy all day long, 33 degrees centigrade to 26 degrees centigrade. They have centigrade temperatures, not Fahrenheit like we use here in the United States. Steve and Ethan Carlin in Agawam say the Big E 2026 takes place from Friday, September 18th through Sunday, October 4th at the Eastern States Exposition Fairgrounds, 5 minutes away from Agawam, where Steve and Ethan Carlin live. Okay, did you get that, Rose in Waterford? The Big E takes place Friday, September 18th through Sunday, October 4th, 2026 at the Eastern States Exposition Fairground. And Rose says that's quite a while. Yes, it is. It's also listed as one of the largest fairs on the East Coast, the Big E. So there's quite a lot to do there, quite a lot to see, quite a lot of interesting activities. And they got the Avenue of the States, where each state from the New England area has a building, and you can go in there and see different things and activities from that particular state, the Avenue of the States. And of course, the food there is always great. I go there for the food. There's always something good to eat there. Okay, Steve and Ethan Carlin said it used to be a week, but now it's 16 days. Okay, thank you for that information, Steve and Ethan Carlin from Agawam, Massachusetts. Rose says it sounds wonderful, but that's way too much walking for me. Well, I think it might be too much for me too. I'd have to sit down and rest for a while. I'm with you, Rose. A lot of walking for sure. Stephen Schwartz says 33 degrees centigrade equals 91.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you very much, Stefan, for coming up with that information. From Pennsylvania, 33 degrees centigrade equals 91.4 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's what the temperature is. 33 degrees centigrade in the Philippines, from Carol in the Philippines. That would be 91.4 degrees Fahrenheit here in the United States. So now we have a general idea of just what the temperature is in the Philippines with Carol. Thank you very much, Stefan. Speaking of fairs, we got the Berlin Fair coming up in Berlin, Connecticut, the Portland Fair in Portland, Connecticut, Durham Fair in Durham, Connecticut, and of course, there's always the Southington Apple Harvest Festival in Southington, Connecticut, Apple Harvest Festival. You can check it out at ctagfairs.org. That's ctagfairs.org, ConnecticutAgFairs.org. Berlin Fair, Portland Fair, Durham Fair, Southington Apple Harvest Festival. Check it out at ConnecticutAgFairs.org on the internet. It's coffee time. Ah, that's good. We got some blood drives coming up. Thank you, Rose, for this information. Tuesday, September 1st, from 8:30 to 2:30 p.m., 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Thursday, September 3rd, 12 noon to 6 p.m., and Saturday, September 9th, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Red Cross Blood Donor Center, 45 Salem Turnpike in Norwich, Connecticut. You can call 1-800-RED Cross. That's 1-800-RED Cross. Or call 1-800-733-2767. That's 1-800-733-2767 for further information on the blood drives. 45 Salem Turnpike in Norwich, Connecticut. So check it out. Give blood and save a life. And Carol Ramos in the Philippines says, thank you, Stefan Schwartz, for the information on the temperature difference, Fahrenheit and centigrade, from the United States to the Philippines. Yes, thank you very much, Stefan, especially from Carol, for that conversion. Once again, the Big E Fair 2026 takes place Friday, September 18th through Sunday, October 4th, 2026 at the Eastern States Exposition Fairground in Massachusetts, just about 5 minutes away from Steve and Ethan Carlin in Agawam, Massachusetts. The Big E, check it out. It's really something to see, fun for everyone. There's something to do for young and old alike. Friday, September 18th through Sunday, October 4th, 2026 at the Eastern States Exposition Fairground. And I'm pretty sure it's the largest fair on the East Coast. Eastern States Exposition, the Big E, check it out, in Massachusetts, not far from Agawam, the Agawam Springfield area. Okay. Crazy Dave, I guess, is not going to check in tonight. I left a message for him on his phone. I don't know where he is. He didn't answer. All I got was voicemail. I called back a second time, and that's all I got was voicemail. But I did leave a message. Maybe he'll call me back later on after the show is over. And Larry from Rapid City, South Dakota. I don't see Larry on here tonight. From Rapid City, South Dakota, one of our new check-ins. Maybe he'll check in on Friday. Don't forget, Friday night on the Thomas Coss Facebook page, Tom Coss Live on Facebook at 8 p.m. Hope to see you all there on Friday evening at 8 p.m. on the Thomas Coss Facebook page. Hope you all check in on the program on Friday night. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, United States of America. And I know Carol will probably be there from the Philippines, and probably Marcy also from New Zealand. They always check into the program, that's for sure. Our two overseas check-ins. And in case you missed it, we had a night where we had 4 overseas check-ins. We had Carol from the Philippines. We had Marcy from New Zealand. We had a person check in from Brazil, South America. And we had another check-in from Indonesia. I couldn't believe it. 4 overseas check-ins to the program. New Zealand, Philippines, Brazil, South America, and Indonesia. I hope our friend in Indonesia is okay. I understand there were 2 major earthquakes that hit the area of Indonesia. So I just hope he's okay, the gentleman that checked in that night. And Rose says, yes, it was truly an international night for sure. Yes, it was, Rose. Stefan says, have a good night. See you Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook, on the Thomas Coss Facebook page. And back again on YouTube on September 2nd, 2026. Okay, well, have a nice evening, Stefan. And I think Rose is going to leave too. Rose says, have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Rose, for checking in. Thank you, Stefan, for checking in from Pennsylvania, and Rose from Waterford, Connecticut. I always appreciate you people checking into the program, because if you're not here, then there's really no show. So it's you people that make the show, not me. Marcy from New Zealand says, okay, Tom, have a nice night. Catch up with you on Saturday in New Zealand. Friday in the United States, Saturday in New Zealand. Stefan Schwartz says, please like the show. Give it the thumbs up. You see the thumbs up? Click on the thumbs up. That means you like the show. Follow the show. Share the show if you can. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the program. Hit the subscription button and subscribe to the show. Okay, I guess we're just about going to wrap it up. Everybody's saying goodnight here. Don't forget Rock and Ron Sedaly on funtowerradio.com. funtowerradio.com on the internet. The hottest hits on the internet on Fun Tower Radio. Check out the Friday Night Oldies show with Rock and Ron Sedaly. Hit music from the 50s and early 60s Friday night oldies with Rock and Ron. And Saturday, all requests Saturday night. And you can phone in your requests and dedications for all requests Saturday night at 860-540-4766. That's 860-540-4766 for Rock and Ron Sedaly and Fun Tower Radio. One more cup of coffee, one more drink before I sign off here tonight. That was good, light and sweet. Carol from the Philippines says, good night, everybody. Stay safe. God bless. And especially to our good friend, Tom Coss. Thank you very much, Carol. Carol says, see you Friday night again with Tom Coss Live on Facebook, on the Thomas Coss Facebook page. The Thomas Coss Facebook page, Tom Coss Live on Facebook. And Stephen Ethan Carlin says, good night, Tom and everyone. Have a good evening. We'll chat with you all again on Friday night. Thank you very much, Steve and Ethan from Agawam, Massachusetts. Always appreciate your checking into the program for sure. So, all I can say is rest in peace, Dolly Parton. Rest in peace, 80 years old. Wow, she didn't look a day over 40. Like I said, she may have had a real good plastic surgeon taking care of her, or she ate the right vitamins or something, the right foods with the right nutrition to keep her that young looking. Very talented woman, very charitable, giving. She gave to many, many, many charities during her lifetime and was always willing to lend a hand to those in need. So thank you, Dolly Parton, for all you've done for us. President Trump has ordered the flags to be flown at half-staff in honor of Dolly Parton, a great American performer for sure. Okay, so I guess we're going to wrap it up right now. Thank you very much, everyone, for checking in. Have a nice evening. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you all Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States of America on the Thomas Coss Facebook page for Tom Coss Live on Facebook. So hope to see you all there. Take care and God bless. Catch you all on Friday night, Eastern Time at 8 p.m. in the United States of America and around the world. Thank you very much, everyone, for checking in tonight. God bless.